Seen that shit.
But before I hop right into it, I'd like to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video, SeatGeek. Now, I know you guys have already heard of this app, but if you haven't, I would highly recommend that you go check it out. SeatGeek is an app that takes all the confusion out of buying a ticket. Be it a game, concert, Broadway show, whatever the occasion may be, they got you. And they even give you a out of 10 score on each ticket to know if you're getting a good or a bad deal. Green good, red bad. And if you're still kind of iffy on it, if you use my promo code ModernHoops, you'll get $20 off your first purchase. And there will be a link to it in the description box below. And remember, if you use my promo code ModernHoops, you will get $20 off your first purchase. So go check them out. So when the Houston Rockets traded for Russell Westbrook, a lot of people questioned this move, and rightfully so. Although we understand why the Rockets did it, they're still trying to compete for a title, and let's be honest, they would have never had another chance of winning one with CP3. But a lot of people were questioning if Russell Westbrook really helps improve this team's odds of actually winning a title, especially because of his fit besides James Harden. He needs the ball, he can't shoot, and he's a high turnover player. But with that being said, a wise man once said, the best things happen unexpectedly. And although a lot of people will disagree with the pairing of Russ and Harden, I think this duo could be pretty interesting and exciting at the same time. I've said this before, this move is much better and more exciting than writing out CP3's expensive contract to no success. But in order for this duo to work, a lot of changes will have to be made, especially on Russell Westbrook's part, and I think he can change. And one of the reasons why I think that is because of the coaching. I've said this before, Billy Donovan is not a good coach, and we've gotten reports or rumors before that Russ doesn't really pay a lot of attention to his game plan or rules. Russ gets to do whatever he wants without any consequences, so under the Thunder's coaching staff right now, he's not getting better or improving. But now, with a good coach in Mike D'Antoni who knows what he's doing and can actually control his star players to somewhat of a degree, maybe that can change Russ's game in a positive direction. But of course, Mike D'Antoni can't fix everything, and in order for this whole thing to work out, Russ will need to make a lot of changes to his game. It all starts with Russell Westbrook. But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the 3 biggest goals for Russell Westbrook heading into the 2019-2020 NBA season. Because if this season doesn't go right, then he'll most likely get all the blame and, rip to his career. So this will be a big year for Russell Westbrook. But all that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into this video. So coming at number 1 is improving his shooting. So at this point, it's pretty obvious that Russ isn't a good 3-point shooter, and I don't think he'll ever be. He's shot just 30.9% from downtown over the last 5 seasons, and he's shot just under 30% in 4 of those 5 seasons, which isn't good whatsoever. Once again, Westbrook is heading into his 12th NBA season, so a huge jump in 3-point efficiency is highly unlikely. But we all know that Russ has the ability to shoot the 3 at a respectable rate, and during the 2016-2017 NBA season, he shot 34.3% from downtown on 7.2 attempts per game, which isn't all impressive, but it is respectable. Westbrook is heading into a system in Houston where they love to shoot the 3, although I don't think they'll use Russ the same way. But if Westbrook can just make a marginal improvement in his outside shooting, I think he'll be able to thrive even better in Mike D'Antoni's system and can have a much larger impact. Doing things like cutting down the number of crazy 3s he takes and taking higher percentage shots can go a long way. Also, back in OKC, they didn't really have a lot of shooters on the perimeter, so defenses were able to pay a lot more attention to Russell Westbrook. But now in Houston, they have shooters, and since Harden will still be the focal point of the offense, I think Russ will have a lot more open looks and higher percentage shots. We live in an era where being able to shoot the 3 is important, but if Russ is able to shoot it at a respectable rate, I think it would help him out a lot, especially with the fit, and that could really help the team out. So this should be an extremely important goal for Russ heading into the next NBA season. Now coming at number 2 is rebounding. Now, if there's one thing Russ is good at doing is rebounding or stealing rebounds. Now, I'm just playing, but in all serious matters, Russ has consistently been one of the best rebounding guards in the league. Westbrook has averaged double-digit rebounds in 3 consecutive seasons, which is an impressive feat for a 6'3" guard. Last year, the Rockets averaged 42.1 total rebounds per game, which is the 3rd least in the NBA. They also averaged 31.9 rebounds per game, which was second to last in the league. There's nothing more frustrating than forcing a bad shot and the other team getting an offensive rebound. The Rockets gave up 51.8 points per game in the paint last season, the 3rd most in the league. Russell Westbrook's ability to grab boards can help this team out a lot and can also lead to a lot more fast break points, which is something Russ excels at. And the Rockets were also one of the worst fast break teams in the league, so being able to grab boards for the Rockets will open up their offense a lot more and lead to more fast break points, which is something once again Russ is really good at. So coming at number 3 is cutting down on turnovers. Now, to be fair, James Harden is also part of this problem. Both Westbrook and Harden have each finished top 2 in the league in turnovers in each of the last 4 years. And what's even crazier is the fact that both Harden and Westbrook each have broken the record for turnovers, which was set way back in 1975. But the reason why I'm only focusing on Russ is that, well, this video is mainly about him, and a lot of his turnovers are because of his bad basketball IQ. But with that being said, I feel like this is one of the more easier goals for Russ next season, because playing next to Harden, he'll probably have the ball a lot less than in years past. Also mixed with the fact that the Rockets actually have shooters to space the floor, Russ won't be caught up in those late-in shot clock situations. He won't have to dribble so deep into the shot clock anymore. There should be a lot more catch and shoot opportunities, which should make Russ a much better facilitator, especially when he's driving towards the rim. He also won't be as ISO heavy. So once again, I feel like this should be one of the more easier goals for Russ heading into the next NBA season because of the type of team, system, and situation that he's going into. Lastly, the 4th biggest goal for Russ to achieve next season is understanding his role in helping Harden win an NBA title. I feel like everything else falls under this one particular goal. A lot of his problems comes from him doing too much and not playing to his strength, and understanding his role on the team and playing to the best of his abilities can fix a lot of those problems. I think the pairing of Russ and Harden can work out. They're both in the prime years of their careers, and there are a lot of things Russ can do that CP3 couldn't. James Harden and Westbrook have nearly every individual accolade, MVP, scoring titles, and all-star appearances. But one thing they both don't have is a title. And with the NBA being as open as it is next season, they both should aim to change any negative narratives about themselves that they've gained during these past few seasons. But for Westbrook, if he's able to achieve these goals heading to the next NBA season, I think both him and Harden can accomplish a lot together, even potentially bringing home an NBA title. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the video, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think this duo of Russ and Harden can work out? And what are some changes Russ needs to make to his game next season in order for this whole thing to work out? But once again, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, share, and subscribe for more NBA content. And don't forget to hit that bell to stay notified when I post a brand new fire video. And give your boy a follow on the gram. That really does help me out a lot. But I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you all later. Peace.
This is a Chucky Beat production.